I've been working on this video for a while, and I think it's vital for me to give you the best information, and I can't recommend anything to anyone. Each and every one of us have specific use cases for technology, and we need to find the tool that better suits our lifestyle, because at the end of the day, the thing that is really important for us are features. So in this video, I will give you all the information you need if you are in a specific category of people. So I have 5 in total, and of course you can classify yourself underneath specific categories. I'll give you an example. I have the creative category, and if you're a content creator, for example, you can be classified underneath this category. And I will try and give you my best picks, but if you are one of these people and in one of these categories, of course you are, and you have different choices because maybe that is something you do day to day, let me know in the comments so people that are in your specific category can find specific tools that you might use and I may not know about. So with that said, let's start with the first category. So the one that I'm actually in, the business professional. For us, the main thing is productivity. I need tools just to work. I need to do multitasking for my specific use case. I have meetings, I have to send documents. I need specific tools that can help me do whatever I need to do in my daily use. If for each specific product, I will give you as well a killer feature for why I decided to pick a specific product. So regarding the phone for a business professional, the one that I'm actually using, the Samsung S24 Ultra. I switched from an iPhone to this because I find this being more helpful for what I actually do, to my day-to-day activities. That goes for, again, from meetings, summarizing emails with AI, summarizing meetings with AI as well. The multitasking aspect for me is very important because sometimes I'm not in the office, I don't have my computer with me, and then I have to check information on an email and maybe translate that information on a document. Is really useful for me to have. And of course, I also have the S Pen, which is useful if I have to sign documents. I don't use the S Pen that much, but when I need it, I'm glad I have the option to use it. And the killer feature for the S24 Ultra is, again, the S Pen for note-taking and decks. So even if I'm not in my office, if I don't have my computer, I can still plug in the phone to a monitor and use it as a PC. And this is something very helpful, knowing that I have this tool at my disposal if I need it. It's some sort of peace of mind that is the key word for business professional, because you need to work and you cannot be stopped by issues with phones or devices not working, not behaving the way you want them to behave. Proceeding to laptop/tablet, here I'm going with the Galaxy Book 4 Ultra. I don't specifically own this, but this is a device that I'm planning to buy soon enough because I'm thinking this is actually very useful for what I need to do. I mostly use Windows for my work, so all the programs that I need to use, all the activities, everything, I mostly use Windows. So I need to buy a Windows PC. I have a PC, but that is a gaming PC and it's not portable, so that's why I'm going with this. And of course, having the S24 Ultra makes sense to buy into the ecosystem to have more compatibility across devices. The killer feature for this one is the performance, the AI integrated into the product. So I have the AI that is built into the computer, which is something that I use every single day because if I have to, again, email, documents, summarizing everything that I need to do, is very useful to have at my disposal. And of course, the portability. So something that to me is very important. So if I have to go somewhere, I want to know that that device is actually something I can bring with me. Moving forward with the watch, you can see here the Galaxy Watch 7. I went with the Ultra for a couple of weeks. I didn't like it because it was too big, so I went ahead and bought this. And I can say that if you want to get a watch, usually the best practice is to buy the watch specifically on the same brand of the phone, because you have more of a 360 degrees experience when it comes to using your phone with your watch. So that's why I recommend buying this. The Ultra, you can go ahead and do that too, but to me that was too big, and again, sometimes I have to wear suits on shirts, and I don't want the Ultra because it looks too rugged for the use case in the office. So that's something that is mostly related to me. But yeah, this is actually does 99% of the things that the Ultra does, and it's smaller, so suits more what I need to do. And the killer feature for this one is, of course, the integration with the phone, the integration in the future with the computer, the health tracking as well. So when I work out, I can, of course, use a watch. And nowadays, every watch tracks workouts, but this is something extra that, of course, the Galaxy Watch 7 has as well. Let's proceed with the headset/wireless earbuds. So with these ones, I would recommend, again, buy into the ecosystem. So the Samsung ecosystem, and the latest earbuds are the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. If you see me looking down, it's because I have all the notes. I have to write this down, otherwise I forget everything. So that's why I'm looking here as well. And the killer feature for this one, of course, it's noise cancelling, the quality of the audio, and the quality if you want to listen to music. Specifically, I've seen a lot of the good reviews about these. I don't personally own them. I have my Ray-Ban Meta glasses that I use to look at the computer, and of course I can use them to receive phone calls. But here, I mean, you mainly use these for phone calls, so buy whatever you want. I just say these because I'm more integrated again with the ecosystem if you're buying Samsung. If you're buying Google, so Pixel makes more more sense to go ahead and buy in Google. If you want to buy an iPhone, I recommend for productivity, but if you want to do that, of course, you have to buy AirPods and everything else that I mentioned in this part of the video. One last thing regarding the business professional is something that you need if you're not in the office. So some sort of charger that you can carry with you that can charge your devices, because you know better than me, if you're on calls, if you're on meetings, if you are sending emails, WhatsApp, whatever, your battery will die. Eventually you will need somewhere to charge. So for this specific reason, I would recommend for you to carry the Anker PowerCore 3 Elite 25600, and this is one of the best that actually can charge your phones and as well your computer. So it's a portable charger that we recommend for you to have anytime you think you have to go out on the office for a long period of time. So if maybe you have to go traveling, if you have to go far from your office, I would recommend put it in the car so you know it's there. If you need it, you can charge everything up, and that's something that I recommend 100%, because again, you will never know when you'll need it. You might never need it, but if you do, your future self will thank you for bringing this with you. And this is the business professional. So to summarize everything: Samsung S24 Ultra, Galaxy Book 4 Ultra, Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, and the Anker PowerCore 3 Elite 25600. Now let's continue with the next, which is the creative artist. With this one, of course, I'm some sort of artist because I'm making videos on YouTube. So if you make videos, if you do design, web design, or creative design in general, these are the devices I would recommend. Let's start with the phone. Of course, here we have to go with the iPhone 15 Pro Max or 15 Pro. Why? First of all, because these phones are able to record videos in Pro RAW, which is something that you need, or which is something nice to have if you have then, of course, edit your video. And of course, the best phone on this category is this one to record videos. Again, you can use a Samsung to record videos or Google, but I think Apple is still one step ahead when it comes to recording videos, which I said in my previous videos as well. To me, this is not something vital, but of course, if you are creative, this is something you might think about. So of course, now if you're buying into the Apple ecosystem, when it comes to the tablet and the stylus, if you want to classify them specifically, of course, the choice is pretty simple: iPad and the Apple Pencil. Why? Because these are the best tool for creative artists. Yes, if you're buying into the Samsung ecosystem, you can go with the tablets as well. But I would say, since we are getting the iPhone, again, it makes more sense to buy into one ecosystem. So specifically for creative people, you have more streamlined way to work and to operate. So transfer files from one device to the other. For example, Final Cut now on the iPad has the option to connect more cameras, and you can switch between camera A, B, etc. live on the iPad wirelessly. And of course, that's something that it's useful if you are a creative professional, maybe recording videos. So yes, I recommend to get the iPad and the Apple Pencil in this case. Proceeding with the next device for the creative artist, we have the laptop, and here we can choose between the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro. The choice here is really what you do. So if you do video editing, I would recommend having that extra power of the Pro. If you don't have to do super heavy video editing, go with the Air. It's cheaper. It can totally handle whatever you need to do. So if you have to do design, if you have to do light video editing, you can 100% do it with your MacBook Air. If you just want to have the peace of mind, again, of owning something that can be future-proof for your work, of course, you can go ahead and get the MacBook Pro. If you want to get desktop computer, you can get, of course, the Mac Mini, which I think is the best value for your money. Yes, you can get the Mac Studio, but I would say the Mac Mini for 90% of people is more than enough and more than capable to handle whatever you need to do. I mean, if you have to record and edit videos that are like movies, maybe that's something different. But I would say for 90% of the people, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, and Mac Mini are the best options regarding the computer that you can buy to work into your ecosystem. Then when it comes to the watch, here we have of course, the Apple Watch. Now we are the Series 9. Of course, the 15 is the iPhone, but in a week we will have the new iPhones and new watches as well. But if you want to save some money, maybe you can wait for the new products to come out, and once they're out, you can buy the latest Apple Today products and get the 15 for a cheaper price. You can go into the used market as well and get, good devices. I mean, even for the iPad, I used to own an iPad and I owned it for probably 3-4 years and was still super capable to handle whatever I needed to do. So you don't need the latest and greatest. Of course, if you want the extra new features, you can get the latest. But if you have to do like normal work, not super heavy duty work, because if you do that, you might already know what you need. But if you have to do normal work, for 90% of the people, you can buy an older iPad as well. But yeah, coming to the smartwatch, of course, you have the Apple Watch because it works best with all the other devices that you have in the ecosystem, and this is the best device that you can use within iPhone. Yes, the other option will be a Garmin, but I would say, and at this point, just buy an Apple Watch. It makes more sense. One other thing that you will need if you're a creative artist is, of course, the storage, because you will have projects, you will have videos, pictures, designs, whatever the case may be. And here, of course, you need an extra hard disk or SSD, portable SSD you can bring with you around, so you know that you have the extra space. You can get the power supply as well, but if you don't plan on traveling that much, I think it makes more sense for you to get an external hard disk. And in this case, the one that I recommend is the SanDisk Extreme Pro Portable SSD. I don't say which storage because that is up to you and the size of the projects. I mean, you might just need 1 terabyte, or maybe you edit 8K videos. In that case, of course, you need more than 1 terabyte. But again, it's up to you. Instead of buying a portable charger, I would say makes more sense for you, the creative, to buy an external storage. Let's continue with the third. Here we have the student. So the keyword for this one, when I was doing my research, was budget. Because of course, students usually are in a budget. So I wouldn't recommend something super expensive. And I would say you do light work, you don't have to do super heavy duty stuff. So usually you're fine regardless, because nowadays we are lucky the technology is very advanced, and anything you buy that is probably a couple years old is more than capable to handle whatever you need to do as a student. Look into the school that you go and university, whatever the case may be, because maybe they have offers for iPads, for Chromebooks, for example. So look into that. If not, of course, here the choice is up to you. If you want to go with Apple, you can go with Apple. The only reason why I'm not going with Apple is because, again, if you have to save some money, it's better for you to buy something that is cheaper. The only big expense might be the phone, which is the Google Pixel 9, not the 9 Pro. You can even go with the 8, but you can get the 9, which has an amazing design, does 99% of the things that the Pro does, and it's not that expensive as the Pro. And it's a really good phone for whatever you need to do. Of course, it's a Google phone, so it's integrated with the Google Drive, and you can, documents, files, PDF, you can manage everything from there. In relation to this, of course, you might need a laptop, but I would recommend to get a Chromebook because it's cheaper. And in this case, what I recommend is Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5, which I think is the sweet spot of being not that expensive compared to the capabilities of the device, so the tech specs of the device, because sometimes when you get a Chromebook, you're getting the cheaper version and it's not that capable. So you end up regretting your choice. But with this one, I think you're in the middle ground, so you'll be fine for 2 or 3 years, even more than that. And it's more than capable to handle whatever you need to do related to your activities when it comes to school. And if you have to listen to music, because of course you're the students, you have to listen to music. Here, if you get a Google phone, it makes a lot of sense to get the Buds Pro. And of course, you can get even cheaper versions of these headphones. That is, again, up to you. But these are the ones that I would recommend because now you're into Google ecosystem. It makes more sense for you to get this type of devices. Again, if you use different devices than the ones that I'm listing here, let me know in the comments below because it will be useful for other people. I did some research, but again, I'm one category and I did research for the other ones. So it's not 100% perfect. So if you find yourself in one of these categories, let me know in the comments so people can look at that and actually see other products as well. Then the last product that I would recommend is, again, the portable charger, but here something cheaper and more portable, which is the Anker PowerCore Slim 10,000. This is compact, reliable. So the killer feature here is really slim, really light, and you can bring it with you to school because, of course, if you're in school, you're going around in classes, and the key word here is having something that, again, is powerful, useful, but light, because you don't want to carry around something that it weighs a lot. So this is something that I recommend. Yeah, but this is the student. Now we have the last two. So we have the fitness enthusiast and then we have the gamer. So number 4, fitness enthusiast. So if you're a person that likes to work out 7 times a day, if you go for hikes, if you're an athlete, these are the products that I would recommend for you. Phone. Here, yes, you can get an iPhone. iPhone or Samsung, to me, doesn't make a difference. So here you can choose based on your preference. I will go with the S24 Ultra because it's the one that I switched 2 and the one that I recommend because it's really powerful and there's a lot of features and that I like using, but you can totally get an iPhone as well. But the next product which I recommend for you to get is the smartwatch, and this is the main thing for you because you're a fitness enthusiast and you need to have something that is both accurate and durable and will last forever. And this the option is all the one, I think, is Garmin. Why? Because everybody knows that Garmin has a long battery life, is specifically created for people into the fitness world. And for example, you can get the Garmin Forerunner, which is the one that I recommend for you if you're just starting, let's say, running, because the Garmin has the app that has a running coach integrated into the app, can help you run as well. So that's something you can look into. But depending on the activity that you do, I would 100% recommend you to get the Garmin, because everybody that I talk to and that is like a real fitness enthusiast recommend the Garmin for battery life, for also being accurate when it comes to GPS. So if you go for hike, if you go for runs, if you go for swims, whatever the case may be. And I think this is the only option. So Garmin has a lot of different devices. There are a lot of different choices. So specifically for what you do, I would say if you're a runner, go for the Forerunner. If you are a swimmer, see which one is more adaptable to you. Garmin on the website has different options and can help you choose. So you have to spend a bit more time on the website, but you won't regret your choice, because I think this is the best if you want to go, if you are a fitness enthusiast. The next here is the wireless earbuds. In here, you might need something light, durable, and that is maybe water and sweat resistant as well. So I'll recommend the Jabra Elite 7 Active. Why? These are designed for active lifestyles and offer a secure fit, and of course are water and sweat resistant, which is something that you need if you're going running, if you're going for outdoorsy type of fitness competitions. And this is something you might not think about, because maybe you think, oh, any headphones is fine, but maybe these ones are the one to get. Like, maybe test them out, see if you like them, see if you like the fit, because I've seen some people complaining about the fit. Test them out. But yeah, these are the ones I recommend. The last product for you is completely different from all the other people, because you need to keep yourself hydrated. I would recommend something that is the water bottle, but this is with a tech integration in it. It is called the Hydrate Spark Pro. This is something that syncs with the smartphone. It's an app, of course, and help you track the optimal hydration levels. So this is vital for you. So instead of buying a power supply, instead of buying a charger, instead of buying an external SSD, you need to buy a water bottle. If you can buy something that is tech related, yeah, get this one. I never tried it, but let me know if you use it, if you tried it, how it is in the comments below as well. So last but not least, you are the gamer. I'm a gamer as well. So I'm a business professional / gamer. So for you, everything grows around gaming and games. So I would say the first thing you should buy is a PC. So buy your own components. So a graphics card, a processor, all these different components that you know already. But I would look at this more as a portable option. So being able to even go and travel with your devices. And of course, let's start with the phone. Here, the gaming phone has always been the Asus ROG Phone 7. This is a phone that is designed for gamers. So if you plan on doing games and playing games on your phone, get this one, because this is the gaming phone. And if you don't care about playing on your phone, here, of course, you can go with, again, iOS or Android. That is up to you. Since we are gamers, we want to game even on our phones. This is the phone to get. Of course, this is specifically designed for gaming. Killer feature, there is the high refresh rate screen. So this is something it's very important if we have to play games online with monitors, or in this case with screens. When it comes to the laptop, I would recommend the Asus ROG Zephyrus, I don't know how to pronounce this, G16. This is something that of course you can buy if you want to bring your computer with you. Otherwise, you need to buy your own PC and assemble your own PC, and that goes with the budget that you have. Again, all these recommendations are not with a specific budget in mind, so I'm just saying the products that I think are more useful for you. But yeah, just look at a gaming laptop, and I think this one is one of the best ones that you can get, because of course you have a top tier GPU, you have a high refresh rate screen, you have a really high resolution as well, and it's designed for gamers, as you know, because if you're a gamer, you know about these laptops as well. Again, if you want to then build a PC, you need to buy a monitor, you need to buy all the components for the PC, the case, the power supply, and so on and so forth. If you want me to create a video specifically on which computer to buy on different budgets, let me know. I might do that in the future as well, because I build a lot of PCs and that's something that I do as a hobby. So if something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments below. Then when it comes to the accessories, accessories, you need your gaming headset. And here we have the SteelSeries RTX 9 because you have dual wireless connectivity and you have really high quality audio, which is very important if you play, let's say, FPS games. You know better than me how important audio it is. If you play Call of Duty, maybe you don't care about that because audio in Call of Duty never works. If you need audio that is high quality, so the headset to get. Last thing you need is a controller. If you play from controller, is the, I would say, you can either get the PS5 or the Xbox controller, use those normally. But if you want something with the additional levers, whatever, you can look into SCUF controllers. Those ones are the ones, for example, that I use. And I find myself using them a lot because they're really comfortable and have a lot of different features that I can use and are useful for when I play games specifically. But yeah, these are all the products for all the specific categories. So again, we have the business professional, we have the creative artist, we have the student, we have the fitness enthusiast, and we have the gamer. Let me know in the comments who you are. Let me know if these are products that you actually use or if there are different products that you recommend for people to get. Again, I'm really curious to know who you are and what you use because it could be useful for other people. It was helpful. And if you like this type of content, of course, you have the free option below and you can click up subscribe. It's free. The subscribe button changes color. Why not try it out and see how it works? With that said, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you very soon in my next video.